Welcome back to TacosandGeeks.com, back with more Fall Anime 2022 coverage, and we are continuing our review of this series, Housing Complex C. Justin here, and as always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. Episode 2 of Housing Complex C is entitled Mismatched Buttons, and here's the synopsis. Kimi wants to get along with the other new residents and hopes a party will break the ice. What a better way than a shaved ice party? But there's something odd in the syrup. And this show just continues its build up from episode 1. One thing I've seen some reviews a lot. Some people don't like the show. Some people think it's confusing. Some people think that it's not as much horror as they were expecting. What really is working for me is the build up. This show has this over looming sense of dread, and it's doing that very, very, very well, and you get more of that in episode 2 because there is a lot of weird things happening here. And as always, this is spoiler free, so I'm not going to go into too much details of what happens in this, but let's just say that some people turn up missing. There is this mysterious thing that is revolving this kind of mold. And let's just say that the conflict between the foreigners and the OG residents are coming head to head now. So Kimi wants to do something to kind of ease the tension of what's been happening ever since these people have arrived in at this complex. So she decides that having an ice party might break the ice and kind of mend kind of misconceptions of the foreigners and the misconceptions that the foreigners have for those in the residents, and kind of bring people together. Great intentions, but as we've seen when it comes to this little girl, and as we've seen so far what's happening in episode 1, things are not always what they're seeing, and there's this kind of tension that you can cut with a knife because there's a lot of things happening in this episode. We get a backstory, a little bit of the island and kind of the island god, and you get a little bit more characterization on Kimi and other residents here, which I thought was very good. And I will say that Khan here, the man that you see here, is probably the biggest mystery of all. And there is, like I said, a very sense of dread here. There is this buildup that happens throughout because there's some creep factors that's going on, and as you're watching it, there is this sense of uneasiness. It's like there is something wrong with this place, and what is going on here? Because you're trying to figure it out as a watcher. You're gonna watch this and you're going, what is going on? Like even I can't put it together. Like this little uneasiness, like something's not right here. Like this people are missing. There's this mold thing going around. And these foreigners are acting a little bit iffy and getting defensive for certain things. But even the original residents are getting defensive about certain things. So you know that there's going to be this clash coming. And when it happens, I'm not saying it happens in this episode, but it's building up to something. And we got a little bit more of that build up here. So once again, I would say a very solid episode. Keeps the mystery going about this complex. And it's keeping me guessing, and it's keeping me watching the way the story's unfolding and the way they're doing it and the way the slow buildup of dread and tension. And you're starting to see that because it looks like somebody gets taken out. I'm not sure because it happens off screen. So we're not even sure. This character was investigating and we didn't see him for the rest of the episode. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But in another scene, I also want to point out, Kimi once again is talking to her mother. Mother has not been seen. Mother has not been heard. What is the deal with this mother character that we have not seen or heard? And that's a mystery in itself. So I'm really excited to see where this story is going to keep going. And tell me what you think about episode 2. Are you liking the series so far? Is it moving too slowly for you as a horror anime, or is this the nice tension of sense of dread pacing that you really like and endure? So definitely let me know on the comments below. This is Justin from TacosandGeeks.com. As always, you can like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell to keep it tuned. Check out our New York Comic Con coverage. Check out our weekly WWE 2K Universe Showcase, UWL Saturday Night Slam, and of course, thank you for visiting tacosandgeeks.com if you're watching it on ONG, and stay tuned for more. Later days, catch you on the next one.